Welcome to another episode of the TUE Brew Review. This week we're checking out two beers and two beer styles that are very closely associated with each other, especially this time of the year. So over here I've got an Oktoberfest Marzen Style Beer from Yuengling Brewery. And over here I've got Late to the Party. This is a fest beer, and this is from Black Stack Brewing out of the Twin Cities area up in Minnesota. So here we are, late summer, early fall. Once we get into September, we get into the, the official Oktoberfest season, which starts in early September and runs usually into the first weekend of October. The big traditional German celebration that celebrates the harvest season. Although if you've been out and about, since after the 4th of July weekend, in your liquor department or grocery stores, you've probably seen the Marzens and Fest beers already hit the shelves. I have seen them out there since like the second week of July. So once again, seasonal creep is upon us, but we are now in the Oktoberfest season. So we're going to try these beers side by side because there is a difference between the two. And the first one we'll try here is the Oktoberfest style from Yuengling. So Yuengling is the oldest continuing operating brewery here in the United States. It's been around since 1829, and they continue to expand their footprint on where they're available. And here recently this year, they have extended that out west here to the state of Illinois. They were slowly creeping their way out south and west. I saw them in Indiana. I saw them down in Florida in prior years. But now they are finally available here in the Chicagoland area. So very exciting. And although I've had Yuengling make fantastic beers, never had their Oktoberfest, so I'm going to give this a shot. So we'll go ahead and get started with this one. So this is what's called a Marzen style beer. This was the kind of the traditional fest beer that was, it was usually brewed in the spring, a little bit more malt forward. Then they would roll the barrels after initial fermentation into the caves to keep them cool during the hot summer months, and the beers would lager. Then they would roll them out during the harvest and wash down, quench their thirst from their food harvest. So let's go ahead and check this out real quick. 12-ounce bottle. I think I saw ABV on here. It is 5.4% ABV. Doesn't have a bottle date, but it does have a enjoy by date, which is early December. So we're well ahead of the curve on that. And there's that signature look. I'm kind of giving myself a half pour since I'm going to be sampling two, but just a beautiful looking beer. I love the way that Marzen style beers look. It got a nice kind of amber brown, maybe a hint of orange in there. But yeah, great like autumn, fall colors, like, the turning of the leaves. Very translucent, and you got a kind of a really light beige head to it. And then, getting that signature bready aromatics from some of the toasted malts and lightly roasted malts that are used. Well, this one's got a little more sweetness to it, and you'll get toast and sweet, but this one's definitely got, I can smell it's almost like a brown sugar sweetness to it. Cheers. Hey, you get the really nice kind of sweet caramelized sugar flavors in there. Just a little hit of hop spice, almost like tastes more like coriander than hop spice, although I'm sure it's not coriander. But the hop spice in it's very subtle. Yeah, more sweet, more caramely, but a little touch of hop in there. Very smooth. It's got a nice creamy mouthfeel. The sweetness lingers a little bit longer in the finish. Very easy to drink beer. I think it's a little light in the pants and a little bit sweet for a true Marzen. Needs a little bit more of that crisp lager characteristic to it, and just a little bit more hop bite. Although these beers are intended to be very malt forward, but very poundable, very easy to drink, very tasty. So let's Let that sit for a moment, and we're going to check out this beer style, which is called the Festbier style. So this is a kind of a very close cousin to the Marzen style. This was actually created by the Paulaner Brewery in Germany. Apparently, they wanted to create something in the 1970s that was a little bit lighter and a little bit easier to drink, frankly a little bit more poundable, so you could drink more of them and not get so filled up on the Marzens. So they made something that was a little bit lighter in color and in flavor. So since the 1990s, this Festbier style has kind of taken over for the Oktoberfest celebrations. And when you're out and about and you're shopping in the US grocery markets, take a look at the labels, because if it says Marzen style on it, and this one does, you'll get the kind of the darker, maltier, sweeter one. But if it says Festbier, that usually means that you're going to get the lighter, more crisp, more poundable version. So before I open this up, this comes in a 16-ounce can, classic blue and white checkered pattern, which is, when you see this, it's probably some type of Fest beer or Oktoberfest beer, and the gold lettering. So again, very, very much to style for the style. 6% ABV. So actually, this is a little bit higher in ABV. Normally, it's the other way around. I think the Fest beers tend to be at or maybe slightly less than the Marzens. So the first thing that you'll see is that this definitely has a lighter color to it. It doesn't have quite the caramel malt to it. So there's the Fest beer. I'm sorry, this is the Fest beer. This is lighter. This is the Marzen style beer. So you can see kind of the color difference between the two. This one's a lot doughier. So I'm not getting like the toast. I'm getting just kind of untoasted malt. So yeah, very kind of, again, sweetness, not much in the way of hops, more of a doughy sweetness in the aromatics. Cheers. Oh yeah, like the flavors in the mouthfeel on this one. Really nice. It's frankly, I think it's got a little bit more body than this one. Once again, I felt like this Marzen is a little bit kind of light in the pants. I think this is definitely more on point for like a Fest beer. Got a nice creamy mouthfeel, got malty sweet, but it's got a nice balance with some really nice, subtle but bright and present hop character. Yeah, like the balance in this, but yet it's smooth. It's a clean. It's got the nice crisp lager finish. Great drinkability to it. This is fantastic. No knocking the Yuengling's Oktoberfest Marzen style beer, but this one rocks it. So go out and experiment for yourself, because you will probably find both kinds of beer styles in your grocery, local grocery store and or favorite liquor store and or favorite bar. That is until probably end of September, which is when all the Halloween beers and the Halloween beers are already out there. The pumpkin beers are already out. By early October, it's probably going to be the holiday beers will be coming out. So go out and explore for yourself. It's a awesome, wonderful, wide world of beers out there. Never before in history have we had access to so many different awesome beer styles. So go out and check it out for yourself. So once again, we've got Yuengling Marzen Style Oktoberfest and Late to the Party Festbier. Good luck, everybody. Happy Oktoberfest. Prost.